What's up, everybody? It's your boy, The Legend, coming at you from SeaWorld, where it's finally happening. The first of the new for 2016 rides is open here in Central Florida, and that's Mako. We're rocking and rolling with a soft opening. We're going to take you through the queue, check out the ride, give you our thoughts, see the whole new Mako area, and let's check it out. Let's go step on in. So we're now in the queue area for Mako. It's kind of a, not a whole lot of queue, but this area it was sunny out earlier, and if it's sunny over here, this is just death, because you got that Central Florida sun just pounding down on you. So when the line gets this long, this could be pretty brutal to stand in this section here. Now once you get over here, there's kind of like a boardwalk covering. That area is not quite as bad. So after the under the boardwalk section of the queue, you get to this part here, which is kind of directly below the station. Obviously we're in soft openings now, so whatever these screens are going to show, whether it be safety information or on-ride photo promotion, not quite ready yet. But you do see some theming elements here where it's, you know, painted to look like a rusty ship. Not sure what this is going to be, whether it'll be like an aquarium of some type or a TV screen. Ow, I walked into a bar. But we'll figure out what that is in a couple of weeks. Ow, that hurt. I will say the ride is a really, really cool station. It's sort of themed on the outside of a shipwreck kind of thing, and then they got this great projection effect as the ride dispatches and things like that, where they some like projected sharks swim by like that. I think that's really, really cool. And like all rides at theme parks, it must end in a gift shop. And Mako is no exception. Good thing, air-conditioned gift shop, which is nice because it gets very, very warm here in Central Florida. And you're immediately greeted with a whole bunch of Mako kind of stuff, showing off some of this. You got a picture frame if you want your own picture. You've got magnets, different types of magnets. You've got Mako the shirt. Not a stat guy. I don't like stats on my shirt. And honestly, I wouldn't buy anything with SeaWorld on it because I don't think it sounds bad, but I don't want to get into an argument with some sort of animal nutcase. So I just don't buy shirts at SeaWorld to avoid potential hassle. If you do, that's great. I mean, by all means. You got more shark stuff. A Turvis tumbler. That's kind of neat. The Mako Turvis tumbler is actually the neatest thing I've seen here. There you go. If you're drunk at Disney or a Turvis tumbler fan. Merchandise feels very, very SeaWorld-y, if that makes sense. You got Mako the cup, Guy Harvey stuff. I don't know what a Guy Harvey is. I know he was here painting a wall, and so there's that. And he sells hats. Shirtless man. You got on-ride photos. If you're an on-ride photo person, you can buy them here, which is good. You could buy this super awkward shark-bitten hat. Of course, they've got shot glasses. This is pretty sweet. And taking the theme park drinking to the next level, you can buy yourself a flask. That's cool. There you go. Some good drinking stuff here with the flask and the Turvis tumbler. Let's see, we got some more different like shark kind of stuff. I want to see what exactly this thing is. Continuing that drinking trend, check this thing out. Kraken Journey to Atlantis, Mankind Mako, a giant super cup kind of thing. That's cool. That's neat. So pretty much, if you've seen merchandise at SeaWorld, it's very similar to that. Theming in the store is pretty good. It continues the shipwreck theme of the area. Not really sure what this LED screen is showing up. I'm guessing that's the painting guy. And there we go. A lot of the stuff you can find elsewhere getting to this point. They've sold shark merchandise for a while. This is a great hat if you're like an old Hispanic man. I'm not sure what it has to do with sharks, but well, you can buy that. Want to read a book about sharks? You've got that. If you really like Mako and you've got the world's largest cell phone, buy one of these. So pretty much standard kind of stuff. A lot of kids-friendly shark stuff over here. A whole wall of plushies. And there we go. That is the Mako shop. So now we're going to take a walk around the Shark Reef, which is the sort of the retheme and upgraded area around Mako itself, and shark encounter and things like that. And they actually did a very nice job, again, bringing a section of the park that felt very much in the late 80s, early 90s, upgrading the theming, adding some decor and making it feel much nicer, more modern. Obviously, adding a very expensive B&M roller coaster like Mako helps, but adding the rest of the stuff to upgrade your decor and modernizing your park definitely helps too. You got some kind of informational exhibits like this about how often sharks attack people. You've got different photo op kind of stuff that's not quite ready yet. You can put your hand in there, take your picture with a giant captain's wheel. Of course, the entrance to the shark encounter is under there, where you go through the big tunnel and things like that. You've got another one of these trash statues with a shark on it. A lot of people hanging out in the sort of the shark nursery area over here by Shark's Underwater Grill. And if you haven't been to Shark's Underwater Grill, it's their fine dining style restaurant, but also home to a bar, and one of my favorite bars in the world of theme parks. You get to sit there, and the bar top is actually an aquarium. So go in there, have a drink. It's going to be home to the exclusive Mako beverage, which should be good because hell, I mean, I like drinks and I like rides, so drinks themed to rides definitely makes sense for me. You do have a gift shop over here, which I believe was Fins. I'm not sure if it's still Fins or something else. You've got a nicely themed caricature and face paint kind of booth, because all theme parks kind of have to have something like that. And now you get closer to the ride itself. What I like here, they took the theming of this ride, like as a true nerd, look at the theming on the sport. That's really neat. They take it and made it look like it's been like sunk underwater until you get to there, and then it looks like a well-less support. Here comes the ride, which I will say, one of my knocks on the ride, the ending is very slow. You really kind of crawl towards the end. Guy Harvey painting, if you're into that, it's over there on the wall. Not sure why that's a big deal. Never really heard of this guy before. Panini store got a little bit of a revamp here, and I love this. Like the theming on this is really good. Some of the strongest they've done it in this area at SeaWorld. The shipwreck, which is part of the building and part of the ride, that looks really cool. Again, a big thing too. I mean, this does kind of go on for a while, and that's a lot of, like, when you see a hypercoaster at Six Flags, they won't have anything like this, which does help when it comes here at SeaWorld. And then you've got a game for you play a water gun squirter game. Oh man, $5? I don't think so, but they do have one there. And again, the theming on the entrance, it's pretty good. You know, obviously we're not talking Disney level good, but you know, it's good. It is a locker ride. If you have a bag, it has to go in a locker. And that's sort of a tour of the new Shark Realm. They do have a test seat. There has been multiple complaints on some people of larger size did not fit on the ride, which is kind of surprising, as those clamshell restraints in the past have been very fat friendly. I guess these might be a little bit different because they seem to be some complaints. But anyway, that is the Shark's Realm and area here of Mako. So I want to give you guys a shot here of the big water finale twister segment of Mako. As here comes the train. Very scenic, but also kind of slow. Here we go, Mako going over the first drop. Nowhere in the park you really get a great view of the first drop, but over here you get a pretty decent view of the ride overall. Going over the big hammerhead turn there, going into the big airtime hills over here. And overall, my thoughts on the ride, I got kind of mixed opinions on the ride, really. I think the first half of the ride is great. The first drop is great. The big overbank turn is great. But right here is where the ride takes a turn for the worst. There's a trim brake right there that really slows it down. So I guess good, bad things with Mako. I love having a hypercoaster in my backyard. That's great. This is something the Central Florida market does not have and definitely really needs. I think it's the best ride at SeaWorld, and I think it's a really fun ride. Now, the negative side is that I've been on a lot of B&M hypercoasters. I've been on every single B&M hypercoaster in the country, so it's kind of old hat and nothing new to me. And it's not a particularly great in comparison to some of those other ones. Like, I mean, I would gladly take, I know it's a Giga Coaster, Fury 3225, Apollo's Chariot, Nitro, Diamondback, Goliath, all these rides I like better than this one. I even think I like Intimidator at Carowinds better than I like Mako. The only B&M hypercoaster I've been on that I think Mako's better than is Raging Bull out of Chicago. Now, that might sound like not the best review, but it's the best ride at SeaWorld. It's great. I rode it 4 times today. I can't wait to go and ride it some more. Just in comparison to some other really, really great rides as well, it's not quite as great. So kind of take that for what you will. But overall, thumbs up. If you're coming to Orlando, you like roller coasters, and you're thinking about a day at SeaWorld, hey man, it's a great ride. Come out and check it out. And that's my thoughts on Mako. Once you ride Mako, I want to know your thoughts on it, guys. In the comment section, go ahead and put your review. Do you give Mako a big thumbs up? Do you hate my review? I know DrewTheIntern, my buddy on In the Loop, he thinks it is the second best B&M hypercoaster. I think it is the second worst I've been on. So obviously, people are all over across the board with this one. Share your thoughts, and thank you guys for watching.